What up, Houston
Yo,
Texans fans? It's a good week. Good. We have a quarterback.
we do.
We have a win.
We
Yeah,
have a win.
yeah.
Um,
I think we knew we had a quarterback, but now we have a win, so it's kind of solidified.
it's like this game. Of course, CJ took the spotlight of it.
Yeah,
But when you break it down, Will Anderson's block on the field goal,
Mm-hmm.
first rookie to do it since J.J. Watt, first rookie this season to do it in the NFL. Terminator showing
That's a
sparks.
bad motherfucker right there, bro.
yep,
That's a
yep,
bad
yep.
dude. Even before all that shit, I knew we were gonna win this game about the sixth play we ran on offense. Because D'Amico, for no reason, just took off running and was cheering for some bullshit. And I was like, oh, this ain't stuck up D'Amico from last week. This is new D'Amico. Like, this is different. It's what we want Dusty Baker to do. You know what I'm saying? And the
Dusty
team
Baker.
got behind that shit. For real. Like, the team got
Yeah.
behind that energy. And I was like, all right, like, we're good right now. We're good.
Yeah,
And I almost was like, that was a beautiful first half of football. We're about to fuck up the second half, but we didn't. And I was like, whoa.
that's usually how we do it. Yeah,
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I was sitting here and I didn't want to text y'all like, are we gonna mess this up? Like it feels like as Texans fans, we're so used to the interceptions coming. Here's the
Mm-hmm.
fumbles, here's the bad defense, the lopsided game, and it wasn't. It was beautiful football. They of course they're gonna score, they're gonna make it a game at some point. But you stayed out there. Your defense did their thing, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's the Jaguars. They suck. Oh, the
No,
Jaguars."
they don't. They were predicted to win our division. They were predicted playoff team. Like people are on their tip for no reason because they went last year, and we never been scared of them.
yep,
And I believe if they go back to when the we did our first videos of the Texans, Zach, you were one of the ones that said like, "I'm not scared of this Jaguars team. That their defense isn't good. Their O line wasn't really great. They lost a ton of pieces,
Mm-hmm.
um, but everybody they got Calvin Ridley, so they're just like, oh,
yeah,
they're going to be amazing. And we were worried. We wanted to see how the defense did with all the injuries, but I think D'Amico said it best, and that's when I kind of felt like, all right, I understand now because you texted during the game and you said that Jimmy Ward makes everything.
Yeah, it's like I had been said I wanted Christian Harris to play middle linebacker instead of Perriman, but yesterday they put Toa there. So
hmm
basically, Jimmy Ward, we immediately came out in the nickel defense. We ran a 4-2-5 right off the fucking rip. They're like, fuck that. Best players on the field today, we're going for the gusto. And they couldn't match that energy. We were way more aggressive than them, and they didn't do it because Ridley caught a good ball on their first set of downs, and then he grabbed his back. And as soon as he did that shit, he got back on the field like, I'm good. And then Steven Nelson was like, are you? Let me push you around a little bit. Like we
yeah,
were the aggressor, and they couldn't get their shit together.
It was yeah. Jimmy Ward made a big difference. D'Amico said it. Communication last week was terrible. This time in week 3, they made sure that communication was key on there, and it showed 100% of how his defense works when there's communication. And I'm kind of excited.
Straight up, I mean too.
Like defensively, um, you had said it
Blake
on the
Cashman balled the fuck out yesterday. He
yep,
had a fumble recovery and a pick.
yeah, yeah.
That dude could play. I like him on the field.
Yesterday was a very, very, very good day for us.
something we haven't had. There was a lot of people like I'd rather watch the Texans right now than the Astros, which doesn't happen a lot.
That ain't no lie.
Yeah,
Doesn't happen, but it was one of those days where it was like, yeah, I'm gonna ride it out with these boys, and the
Like
defense
I
was.
don't. I could. There's things to critique from yesterday, but I really have no complaints on anybody.
yeah.
To be honest with you.
I especially do not have a complaint on my boy Tank Dell that I told everybody was probably going to be the number one receiver on this team. Yesterday, he had 5 receptions for 145 yards and a touchdown.
I
Like,
wish he would have caught that ball in the end zone, though.
I
That would
know,
have been.
I know, but still, man, like 5 receptions for 145 yards is insane on its own. Plus the touchdown.
No, I'm telling you, their defense was their secondary was trash yesterday.
Yeah.
It was crazy that they had to use linebackers to help them, and that helped us out a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though Pierce didn't do nothing, but still, we were on one yesterday.
Yeah, the run game showed up tad.
Yeah.
The receivers ate. I mean,
God.
Tank pretty much ate the whole feast, and everybody kind of got sides. But
Yeah.
Also, like fantasy wise, Dalton Schultz is pissing a shit ton of people off.
Mm-hmm.
Real football wise, he's worth every fucking penny we've gave him because he ain't catching shit because he's helping that O-line block and he's chipping and he's getting out. So like, I'm good with what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, I was even shocked that Brevin Jordan got a touchdown, bro. I was like, what the hell is going on?
It's like, so it wasn't all these guys' faults. It was they didn't have a quarterback.
Well, it's one touchdown. Brevin's kind of retarded.
He had some good plays. Jimmy Ward said it though. He goes, going to the offense side, he goes, when you have a guy like CJ, when he brings you that energy, when he plays the way he does, everybody in that locker room gravitates towards him and says, I want to go out there and win for this guy.
Yeah.
And CJ, I know it's 3 games, but this guy can play football.
It's because, like D'Amico said, you always say iron sharpens iron. D'Amico literally said those fucking words today. He's like, you know you're doing good when you get on the plane and the players are talking football, but not like, these are the receivers, these are the quarterbacks, this is the defense. He's like, no, a defender is helping an O lineman, or a defender is helping a receiver, or the quarterback. Really being like, hey, this ain't shit. Don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not offense and defense on this team. It's the Texans. We're fucking Texans. I was like, I like that.
It's like whenever there was the fight at the practice that one game, and D'Amico said, nah, I like it. I want him to fight. That's when he was like, iron sharpens iron. That's how you do it.
And it made sense. They put Petrie and CJ as right in their locker room. They put them in the locker room, and it seems like it's helping.
Fight Club.
Oh, man. Let's do it. Yeah, this team is fun. I get it.
My boy Beck did his thing yesterday.
There was a stat that said he was the heaviest player to run that far of a return in the NFL history. I didn't even know that was like a stat that we checked.
I'm going to be honest with you. That play kind of won us the game because they had got it to within 1 score, and then he immediately did that. And I was like, oh, he just deflated that team over there. Like he took it from him.
Their whole audience was booing them. They were mad. You could see Trevor Lawrence just like, and there was a moment in the beginning when I think they sacked CJ, and one of their defensive players had told the media beforehand, they're like, I'm tired of losing to the Texans. Like, we're going to come out and we're going to get there. And I started cracking up laughing because the whole game I just remembered that phrase in my head. And we've always said they're like our little brother. Like, it's, hey, welcome, Jags, but
it's like that cousin that's taller than you, but you still get buckets on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you hoop, like, I don't give a fuck if you're fucking 8 inches tall. I'm still get buckets.
Yeah,
Sunshine didn't want that smoke yesterday.
I don't think any of them did.
ETN tried his heart out, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And he got hurt for it, man. But when it comes to the Texans right now, I mean, the defense we were saying is going to be their anchor.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, it looks like the offense. I'm not saying they're caught up, but they're keeping their own a little bit. That O-line, I have to give praise.
For yesterday,
0 sacks.
Yep.
0 sacks, penalties to a minimum.
Yep.
There was some where I was just like, dog, it's the whole line, but whatever. You know, CJ got
everybody except center.
But it's like you said, though, guys are chipping in. Dalton Schultz doing his thing, helping block.
Pierce tries. Beck is there.
I mean, Pierce had a touchdown. That's pretty good for him.
No, we're talking about pass blocking.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Pierce. Of course you're going to get the 2 yards. Tank got the ball down there.
Hey, look. You'd be surprised, okay?
Hey, he could be worse. There's guys like
Najee fucking Harris tried to jump one in last week, remember? And he came nowhere near it.
Yeah, but that was stupid because he did it from the 4.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Matt-
Like, Pierce could have done some shit like that.
Vikings running back Madison, he fumbled the ball on the 2. It could be a lot worse. There's some running backs in the league where I'm like,
I saw somebody slap the ball out of DK Metcalf's hand last year at the 1, and it went into the fucking end zone for a touchback.
It seems like the most consistent player on offense, though, is Robert Woods. He's consistently giving you his 5 catches. Because Nico Collins was kind of MIA a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, Nico Collins had 2 catches for 34 yards yesterday.
I'm telling y'all, one thing else I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, is they're doing it slowly but surely, but they're about to unleash a fucking Mechie on this league. Probably. Because every time this dude gets on the fucking field and he wants to do something, he gets it done. Yeah. I was like, this dude's good.
So Robert Woods, for the first 2 weeks, had 6 receptions each game for 57 and 74 yards. And yesterday he had 3 receptions for 34, which is pretty consistent, like you're saying.
Veteran.
It seemed like he did more than Nico did by a lot more than that.
Yeah, he barely did. It was by 1 reception.
Nico Collins, I was about to say, he probably had like 3 more catches.
He had 1 more catch.
Pierce had a couple catches yesterday. It shocked shit out of me too.
Yeah, Mechie had 2 receptions yesterday, but it was on 2 targets. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He just goes to do his. He's like, watch this, coach.
I mean, the week before that, when we played Indianapolis, he had 1 reception on 1 target for 17.
That's what I'm saying. They unleashed him for 1 play, and he's like, y'all are gonna quit fucking with me. Yep. Y'all gonna give me this ball.
Hey, yeah, there was a play with Michi where he caught it, and the defender he went like that and hit him, and he just looked at that defender, and I was like, all right. I
strongly believe that Mechie can be as good as and our version of Devontae Smith.
Ooh,
I like that.
I think he's that kind of player. Like that, he can be that for us. I think.
I'm completely fine with that.
Because it's 3 games, so it's a small sample, but we were ranked probably one of the worst wide receiver rooms in the NFL. And we said it.
They literally told that one guy that I sent y'all that time, he said the Houston Texans are the worst wide receiver core of the entire season this year before it even happened. And I was like, you're going to be wrong about
this. Is the same dipshit that said we were one of the worst secondaries in football too?
I don't think it was
the team with the secondary that misses their top 2 starters, and you still
that was PFF. That
wasn't the same guy.
when we went through the list, and we were last place in like everything.
There's a lot of people that don't like us, Zach.
and the thing is, like, I love like watching like people eat crow, especially in the national media, because like we were on CJ. There's a lot of people that didn't like CJ the first 2 games for some damn reason. Yeah. Oh, it was in garbage time. Oh, anybody can do that. Oh, it's not his. Yeah. This game, if you have anything to say at this point, you just don't know.
Real.
You just don't know football.
If you have anything to say, you don't know football, and you're just complaining because we only won 1 game.
Yeah.
So, like, first 2 games, he was 28 for 44 for 242 yards, but he was sacked 5 times, which is not good at all. Second game, he was 30 for 47 for 384 yards and sacked 6 times, but he had 2 touchdowns. This week, he was 20 for 30 for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like,
that fool said it. He's like, the best thing that ever happened to us was we had to go to Baltimore week 1. He's like,
exactly.
Somebody told me it don't get much louder and worse than this. So he's like, if you tell somebody like him, he's just a competitor. That's what he is.
What did he say the other day? He was like, fuck it. He was like, I'm not a test taker. I'm a football player.
Yeah, that's what he said one day. And they brought that up. A lot of national media brought it up today. They were like, there was a lot of people trying to tell the Texans, mainly Cal McNair, hey, don't go get him. Don't go get him. You don't want him. He failed that test, and everybody was like, they want Bryce. They want Bryce because he failed. A lot of people, as of right now, I'll let Anthony Richardson sit right here because he's done some things. But Bryce looks bad. Bryce looked bad in week 1. He's hurt now. Everybody said he's going to get hurt with that smaller body. There's certain things they can't do on and off the field with him. it's one of those things where there's a lot of Panther fans mad. There's a lot of Chicago Bears fans mad.
I seen a lot of Panthers fans on our Facebook today saying they were very mad because they wanted CJ Stroud. They said I was not impressed with Bryce Young at all. I'm so upset that we took him first overall. We should have got Stroud.
I mean, it's easy to beat a man while he's down. For
Exactly.
talking about Bryce, like he's still going to be a good player. I mean, he got two fucking games to him. He's still going to be a good player.
Exactly.
But CJ, he showed up ready.
Yep.
It's like you went to the combine and showed out. You literally walked in the combine and was like, I'm gonna make this my bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bryce didn't do it, so you weren't. I don't know. I guess CJ's less scared of the spotlight.
And I mean, people forget like Ohio State is not a small school. I mean,
Hell no. Did you hear what that fool said today or yesterday? He's like, y'all don't know the pressures of winning for Ohio State, much less winning for Ohio State and having to do it by 70 every week. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that is pressure right there to have to blow everybody out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, when it came to him, I saw his demeanor like week 1 and week 2 when he lost. Like when he was leaving
different.
the field, yeah.
But even in the game, like it's different. Like it was the beginning of the Ravens game, and you could tell he didn't even have emotion because he was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then you could tell he was like excited because he's a pro, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, this is for real."
Yeah.
And then he showed up the next week, and he was way more chill. You know what I'm saying? And then in the Jacksonville game, he's like, "Oh, I ain't worried about nothing now.
Yeah.
I got this."
I think that had something to do with like his entire team showing up and just knowing what to do finally and being, on the same page too.
Probably got a lot of confidence from Nico Collins or Robert Woods.
Exactly. And that's always good, like you got to have other people on your team that are on the same page as you.
You don't want your receivers being like, you suck, dog.
You can't. Not everybody can be Patrick Mahomes where that fool's like.
I'll say this right now, bro. That son of a bitch is a sharpshooter. Like we take it for granted some of the passes he makes.
Yeah.
But like we look at things and we're like, that was a bad pass. But I was like, no, in your mind, you're like Steph Curry. You seen a rim this big and you took the shot and made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was telling Caleb today, I had so many people like, I wish he wouldn't throw that ball with 3 defenders there. And I was like, you wouldn't say that to Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
You wouldn't say that to Jalen Hurts at times. You wouldn't say that to Josh Allen at times. This is what we have. This guy saw that, and he's like, I can get it right fucking there.
Yep. And with the tightest spiral you've seen, I'm telling you, he's one of the better throwers of the ball in the league already, in my opinion.
I mean, the dude has a cannon, and I love it because somebody said it on TV today. They were like, he's an old school and a new school body. Like, dude will sling the ball, throw it. If I need to run, yeah, I'll run. I'm not trying to run. People always told him at Ohio State he had to run. He goes, why? If I can throw it down there, my receiver can get it.
But he ran the ball when he was supposed to yesterday. He had the one play where he rolled out to the left and he tricked the defender. He was pointing. The defender was like, what are you talking about? And he picked up like 8. It's like CJ's doing it the right way. Yeah. And I think that shit has a lot to do with his quarterback coach, Jerron Johnson, and Slowick and Case Keenum. And I think even Davis Mills helps him. It's the most fucking like professional setting that the Astros have had in like 4 years. So it's helping him, I think.
You can make or break a quarterback. And if you don't believe it, look at Chicago Bears with Justin Fields.
I heard somebody today say that fool's not an NFL quarterback. And I was like, yep.
Well,
his coach is retarded. Our coach is not retarded.
Yeah.
Our owner's retarded, but not our coach.
He's doing his right thing. He's letting the people that know football handle it. Uncle Cal's making hot dogs and everything. I'm cool with it. Keep making them glizzies, bro. Is there anything, I guess, before this video ends to bring up any spotlight? I do want to say special teams, keep it up.
Yes.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Special
teams, keep it up. I want Petrie back.
Yes.
And I'm ready to have Stingley back, but that fool's out for a while. But,
I want Hassan Ridgeway back. I want Tunsil's dumbass back.
Week 5 looks. This is week 5 is looking very, very nice, and I think we've said it, especially you said we're gonna finish the season strong. When injuries start to come, players come back.
I strongly believe that this is gonna be like up and down, and then about week 11 or 12, we're gonna get on a roll. You just watch. It's just the way that we playing out. You know what I'm saying? Because like we haven't even played with a full roster yet because everybody's fucking hurt.
Yeah. I do appreciate everybody tagging JJ Watt and stuff on our posts on Facebook, but please stop recommending him to be a coach.
Yes. Yeah. Now we're good for now. Slovic, keep it up. D'Amico, your whole staff, keep it up. Y'all did a good game. Y'all went to Jacksonville, beat a whole team that's supposed to be.
In like 2 years, though, I need JJ Watt to stick up for Will Anderson like he's doing his brother.
Well, he stuck up for CJ, so it's coming.
Yeah, he did.
It's coming. We have a post on there where he tweeted out. He was like, he was playing with majority of his starting line out under heavy pressure, yet he's been poised, confident, and in control. He goes, I know it's early, but Houston has to be excited right now.
I like that fool's pregame warm-up. Did you see what he does?
No.
Shoots threes.
He shoots the basketball, and then he swings the fucking like this baseball, golf fucking shit thing. He does everything but football. That shit was dope to me.
He was like, I shoot the basketball from my wrist, so when I throw it, I was like, what the fuck? Hey, whatever you're doing, keep it up, bro. You need some Rockets, send them some basketball. Houston, be excited. D'Amico, I'm sure as the week goes on, we'll be getting the injury reports coming up. D'Amico did say that people are making progress, so we'll see what happens. Much love, Houston. Like, comment, subscribe. Does amazing work for us on Bayou City Boys right here. Drop comments below if you got any questions, if you agree, disagree. Let us know what you like, don't like. That being said, Houston, be safe. Enjoy this rain. We are out of here. Later.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.